you may say, okay, but when I come back, again my small I will start to say, I do, I want, I, and that is true. But you are merging, you're imbuing, absorbing more and more each time you do meditation. You absorb that vibration of the great self, of the great, of the infinite consciousness, of your greater I. More and more, it becomes part of yourself. It's like sometimes I think of the iceberg. The iceberg, imagine sometimes icebergs are huge, so the tip of the iceberg doesn't really see the bottom of it. So if the tip of the iceberg says, I had nothing to do with this ocean, it's in a way very similar to how people say, spirituality, what is that, consciousness, like what is that? I have nothing to do with this business. We are that. And just like the iceberg, if it melts, returns ocean, even the tip ultimately returns is released into the ocean, is merged in the ocean. Very similarly, our I that says, our little I that says, sitting on top, I have nothing to do with this great I don't know, I don't care about this consciousness and so on and so forth. Even that little I, one day, will dissolve into the infinite I. Initiation gives you the tool, the practical tool to do that. How to withdraw the mind, how to use the mantra. Because if you do not know how to unlock the vitality of the mantra, and you read the mantra from a book, for example, even many repetitions of that will not lead you to that exalted state. So that's why the initiation is it's not an intellectual process. It's not a learning process. Oh, like I read something and okay, I learned the lesson. No, it is something else. It is to receive a spiritual tool. Let's use this word, which is not appropriate. The spiritual tool that you internalize and that works inside you and helps you. It sets in motion, actually, the momentum, the spiritual momentum that is already natural within you. I said that Diksha comes from Dipani and this word Kayam. So Diksha, because the tantric initiation has these two aspects. One is this which I mentioned, the torchlight. I should have written here, torchlight, the throwing the light. Giving you the light to move from the darkness towards your goal. And then the second aspect of the tantric initiation is that it accelerates the destruction, the removal of internal distortions. And again, it does it because a force is set in motion inside that accelerates the movement. And therefore you find that people who practice meditation in their life sincerely, they transform themselves quite visibly, especially in the beginning, over even a very short period of time. And you can see, if you have not met somebody for 6 months and you see him or her again and they're really doing meditation, you can see it if they're really doing it. Such a great, really visible transformation. Why? Because many things inside are stirred up and destroyed. Now, I said that the two factors are needed for every big and small realization in life. The inner desire to be freed from a bondage, and also some message, some lesson, some opportunity that is provided to us. Now I say that on the spiritual, in the spiritual life of a person, these two become united in such a beautiful way, and it is important to be conscious of it. It is said that when the disciple is ready, the master appears. It is this sentence expresses the truth of this thing that I'm trying to explain. That when there is a desire to become free, then the opportunities will come. In fact, even in cruder terms, when there is a desire to do something in life, the opportunities will come if the desire is strong enough. And that is certainly true in the spiritual life of the individual. I'd like to say that regarding learning meditation, yoga, meditation, and practicing meditation, we live in a world that has become used to immediate results, to getting something. Like you want something, you have the money, you get it. You have a desire, you can afford it to get something that will fulfill your desire, you buy it. So this is there is a psychology that has been that has developed in society that makes it difficult for people to appreciate the value of something that money cannot buy, because everything is reduced, right? Everything is reduced to how much does it cost, how valuable it is it? And when something doesn't have a price, okay. So in this case, initiation has no price, because its value obviously cannot be measured by physical things like money or flowers or whatever. Its value cannot be quantified. Therefore, it has no price and it comes at no cost. But the things which have no price and come at no cost have to be earned. They have to be earned. You can go to the mountaintop, transported comfortably in a car, or you can go climbing. The two experiences, once you're at the top, are very different. When you climb, you earned the beauty and your victory over your laziness, over the difficulties, and that sense of achievement that you have because you did it. If you go by car, that will not be there.